softball games. Our next broadcast will be on Friday, April 9th, as the Lady Redskins host the Lenoir City Panthers. Join Clayton Stamey for live coverage beginning at 5:15. First pitch is at 5:30. Follow Lady Redskins softball on 96.1 WLNT and RedskinRadio.com.
Get updates on the Loudon Redskins, scores, pictures, and more. Just follow us on Twitter at Redskin Radio.
Loudon Utilities supports Loudon High School and since 1939 has been servicing the Loudon area with electricity, natural gas, water, and sewer services. Loudon Utilities also offers an equal payment plan and has several options available for TVA heat pump loans. Loudon Utilities, 458-2091. Proud of our past services and striving to improve future services.
Loudon United Methodist Church is proud to support Redskin athletics and academics. You're invited to the early Sunday service at 8:45, Sunday school at 10 a.m., or morning worship at 11 a.m. Loudon United Methodist Church is located at 509 Mulberry Street. Phone 458-3164 or online at loudonumc.org.
This is Jeff Trout from Loudon West End Florist and Gifts. Whatever your floral needs, our dedicated staff is here to help. Open Monday through Friday, 8:30 a.m. till 5 p.m. Saturday from 8:30 to 1, and anytime by appointment.
Loudon West End Florist and Gifts, located next to Loudon Funeral Home. Phone 458-4616 or online at loudonwestendflorist.com.
This broadcast is made possible by Loudon City Council member Tim Dixon. Go Redskins! This message from Tim Dixon, a proud Redskin supporter.
This broadcast is made possible by Brennan Properties, proud to provide quality housing right here in Loudon. Brennan Properties supports Loudon Redskin athletics and academics.
Brewster Services, located right across the street from Loudon High School, offers commercial lawn maintenance and installation, tree trimming and removal, as well as landscaping and installation. Locally owned and operated by Ken Brewster, Brewster Services. Phone 458-8887.
This is Mike Stevens. Join me for local and regional news, mornings and afternoons, right here on 96.1 WLNT.
Redskin Baseball continues on 96.1 WLNT and RedskinRadio.com. Once again, here's Mike Thompson and Scott Hope.
The coaches and umpires are meeting at home place. Coach Josh Monholland, along with Coach Jason Lambert for the Redskins, are exchanging lineups and getting the ground rules, discussing all the intricacies of the Bill Thompson field. And Scott, he's got it looking good on all fronts.
Yes, I can't tell you the last time I thought this field, this whole stadium looked this good.
And when we left late the other night, they were still in the process of unloading a newly acquired tarp that Maryville College so graciously donated. And as I told Coach Lambert, it pays to know people in high places. And so we do have a tarp now to help in the event of weather later on in the season, and so.
Well, it's already paid dividends.
Oh, absolutely.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Bill Thompson Field for tonight's district matchup between the Sequoyah
So we'll
Chiefs and your
get this thing underway as they're going over the final
tonight's starting lineups first.
Ground rules.
Sequoyah Chiefs. Batting first,
Redskins will try to get back on their winning ways. They were scheduled to play a game on Saturday as well, but Fulton was unable to make the trip, and so they got an extra day of rest. I guess they may have went fishing. What do you think?
They could have.
You know, sometimes you play through, and then sometimes you take a break and take a day to get away completely from something like this and come back fresh. And so
mine was called a lawnmower.
Lawnmower. That's where you solve world problems, on the back of a lawnmower.
Buddy, I tell you what, I'm a genuine Einstein.
Yeah.
Until I get off of it.
There you go. The PA is announcing the teams for here on site as we'll be moving into our national anthem here shortly. Ernie Black will do us the honor here in just a few moments. And now for the Loudon Redskins starting lineup as they'll take
now
their
the
spots.
starting lineups for your Loudon High School Redskins defense. Playing left field, number 17, Jackson Walker. Playing center field, number 10, Mackenzie Lunsford. Playing right field, number 6, Caden Dawkins. Playing third base, number 24, Braden Frey. Playing shortstop, number 9, Braxton Roberts. Playing second base, number 34, Matthew Mead. Playing first base, number 8, Jacob Mead. Behind the dish for the Redskins, catcher, number 19, Rylan Watson. And on the bump for the Redskins, number 32, Dawson Walker. Redskins are coached by Jason Lambert, Andrew Busey, Matthew Patterson, and Evan Scott.
And there you have the starting lineups for tonight's action. As now we'll turn it over to Mr. Ernie Black in our national
Ladies and
anthem.
gentlemen, please stand and remove your hats for the singing of our national anthem by Mr. Ernie Black.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail as the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Before we get underway, 96.1 FM is WLNT LP Loudon, Magic 104.1 WMJA LP Loudon. We're streaming live with audio and video at redskinradio.com. Also heard on 104.7 WGSM LP Madisonville and at WGSMradio.org. This broadcast copyright 2021 WLNT Sports. Now with live coverage, here's Mike Thompson and Scott Hope.
Sophomore right-hander Dawson Walker on the bump for the Redskins tonight as he'll face this Sequoyah lineup. Second baseman Preston Abdullah, Josh Britton, and Luke Lay, the first three scheduled hitters for the Chiefs here. And Scott, like to throw a big goose egg and get out early on this crowd, especially with Raper on the mound for the Chiefs.
Yeah, I was thinking the exact same thing. It would be nice if we come out here and get a quick start to this game.
Redskins at 3-1 in district play are tied with Sweetwater, who's 3-1 is also. Two of their victories came over these Sequoyah Chiefs. They beat Raper by a score of 3-2. And so he keeps them in competition.
He keeps them close.
So the Redskins will have to hit their way through it. Another exciting game Friday with Alcoa. Like I say, I'd like to see that matchup show up sometime in the state tournament, as Alcoa will go north in their pursuit of a state tournament appearance, as Loudon will go south. And I know I'm way out ahead of myself, but I think both these squads have the opportunity to play at their peak and have that chance to get to there. So
Yeah, they're getting their talents polished up right now. They'll peak pretty soon.
So Preston Abdullah, the second baseman, he'll stand in from the right side to get things going for the Chiefs as he faces right-hander Dawson Walker. Walker will work from the stretch as he normally does. That one's low and out, and it's ball one to Preston Abdullah. Frey down at third will play on the edge of the grass for a possible bunt. Josh Britton on deck for the Chiefs, the shortstop, as he'll hit next. That one misses low as well. It's 2-0 to Abdullah. Frey, Roberts, Meade, and Meade on the infield left to right. Walker, Lunsford, Dawkins, your outfield left to right. Watson behind the dish. That one stays upstairs, and it's 3-0 as he tried to adjust his release point to get it up into the zone, and that one missed high. So it's 3-0 to the first hitter here from Sequoyah, Preston Abdullah. Game just underway here at Bill Thompson Field. Come on out. Concession stands open. 3-0 coming. That one's in there for called strike one.
There you go. Work it back.
Found the zone right at the knees. If he gives that one there, Dawson will be in good shape in that lower zone. 3-1 coming. That one missed low, and so the leadoff hitter for the Chiefs draws the walk. That'll bring the shortstop, Josh Britton. It's my understanding he's a young player for the Chiefs, Scott.
Yeah, there's been a lot of Brittons from over that area.
I believe he's a freshman. Luke Lay, the catcher, on deck for the Chiefs. Redskins will play straight up defensively. Frey will remain on the edge of the grass. Short lead for Abdullah down at first. Pitch on the way. That one's low. And it's 1-0. Got to find that point as Dawson comes straight over the top, and sometimes he's got to dial it in. Lead even shorter down at first. Now he will extend it, throw over to running back, not in time.
Got to throw strikes here. Come on.
To the stretch, the 1-0 pitch. That one's down low. Trickles away from Watson, and the runner will advance and get into scoring position. 2-0 the count to Britton. And Watson will go out and have a short conversation with his pitcher, just trying to encourage him to settle down a bit and find the strike zone. Like to make them hit it.
Yeah, a little first inning nerves here, I believe.
Josh Britton at the deck. 2-0 the count. Luke Lay in the circle waiting. Meade will move in on the grass over at first with the runner at second. Not giving up on the possibility of a bunt here from Britton. Pitch on the way, fly ball to right side in foul territory. Dawkins will give chase, and he'll run out of room. And it'll be 2-1 to Josh Britton. Nobody out. Runner at second. 2-1 count. Top of the first. Two-one coming. Showed bunt, fouled it into the net, and we'll go even at 2-2 as he tried to get the man over to third with the 2-1 count.
Way to battle back. Let's go.
If Britton's indeed a freshman hitting number 2 in the lineup, they've got confidence that he can move the base runner, so we'll see here. 2-2 pitch. With the runner second, nobody out here in the top of the first. No score. That was called strike 3. Couldn't pull the trigger. And with 1 out, the hitter will be the catcher, Luke Lay. He'll stand in from the left side. Best pitch of the night by Walker.
That was a pretty pitch.
And Britton let her go by. So 1 out, 1 on here in the top of the first. Luke Lay from the left side. Sam Raper, the pitcher, on deck for the Chiefs. Walker to the stretch. Braxton Roberts trying to hold him relatively close. That one missed, called the outside corner, called strike 1. Took a while for him to call it, and I was about to call it for him, and he went with the strike, and I'll go with his call. I don't get to vote no how. 0-1 with 1 out. Runner at first, top of the first. Pitch on the way. Trickles away again, and the runner will get over to third with 1 out. And he called that one a ball, and it's even at 1-1. Lay digging in the box, creating a hole. They work hours upon hours to get the box up, and they dig it out in 5 minutes.
That's right.
1-1 the count. Runner at third, 1 out. Fly ball to left field. Jackson Walker coming in to make the catch. Runner left early. He'll have to retreat. Here comes the beautiful throw for out number 2. Is they not sure if they just
got a little anxious down there.
I think he realized that he left early. I don't know that his intent was to run on that arm as Walker drilled it on 1 hop right to the plate. So with 2 outs and runner at third, the hitter will be Sam Raper, the opposing pitcher. Walker trying to work out of a jam here with the runner at third and 2 outs. Breaking ball stays up. It's 1-0. Abdullah drew the walk, moved to second on a wild pitch, on to third on a pass ball. We struck out Britton and we got the fly ball out to Lay. So Raper versus Walker here with 2 outs. That one's in there for called strike 1. We're even at 1-1. Took a little something off there and dropped it in on him, Scott.
Yeah, his breaking ball seems to be working better than his fastball right now.
So 1-1 with runner at third and 2 outs. Top of the first. Pitch on the way. Went inside, missed inside. It's 2-1. Cap Rogers on deck for the Chiefs, the third baseman. Redskins trying to get out of the inning without anything on the board. That one dropped in for called strike 2, and we're even at 2 apiece. Chiefs fan yakking.
Yeah, I believe I'd go back to that pitch. It's worked twice for you.
2-2 with 2 outs. Pitch on the way. Dropped it in, swing and a miss, and indeed the Redskins get out of a jam after 1/2 inning. Chiefs 0, Redskins looking for a bat.
If you need home insurance, auto insurance, or life insurance, Loudon Farm Bureau agent Bart Watson is here to help. Loudon Farm Bureau, they're located right next to the co-op in Loudon at 2076 Wesley Highway, 458-2019. Go Redskins. This message from your hometown agent, Bart Watson, and the Loudon Farm Bureau.
Tire Pros, located at Ag Central in Loudon, has a state-of-the-art alignment machine. They offer oil changes, tire rotation, and balancing, including road force balancing. Tire Pros has a complete selection of tires, and they do repairs. Tire Pros, 2084 Wesley Highway in Loudon. Phone 458-2057.
The Big Red Car Wash is located just off Highway 72 in Loudon behind Capital Bank. Big Red has 5 regular bays and 1 super bay for washing boats, campers, and SUVs. Locally operated by Gabe Daniel and Ben Curtis. The Big Red Car Wash, Karting Machine Road in Loudon.
We move to the bottom of the first here from Bill Thompson Field on the campus of Loudon High School. First 3 scheduled Redskins, Caden Dawkins, Jackson Walker, and Mackenzie Lunsford, as they try to get the Redskin attack going against right-hander Sam Raper. And Sam, I understand, is headed to Bryan College to further his baseball down there, Scott.
Yeah, he's a good-looking specimen out there. He's got size. It looks like his arm's got some good velocity to it. Be curious to see how the Redskins handle him.
So Dawkins, Walker, and Lunsford to get it going. If they can find their way on the base pass, that'll be followed by Roberts, Meade, and Frey. So Dawkins from the right side facing the right-hander, Sam Raper.
Number 6, Caden Dawkins.
So Caden Dawkins, the right fielder. Chiefs will play in on the grass at third. Possible bunt. That one's outside. Ball 1.
Just a bit.
Caden Dawkins, who we need on the base pass. That one's up and out, and it's 2-0. And Raper's going to have to find the zone much like Walker did in the top half of the first. 2-0 pitch coming. That one finds the outside edge. It's 2-1 to Caden Dawkins. He doesn't waste any time. He's ready to go right back. 2-1 coming. That one's fouled into the net, and we're even at 2-2. Jackson Walker on deck.
Yeah, he doesn't take a lot of time to get ready to go, does he?
So far, Raper's just thrown it up there and challenged the hitter. He'll shake his catcher off once. Here comes the 2-2. Missed up and out. We'll go full. Payoff pitch coming to Caden Dawkins, leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the first for the Redskins. The full wind. Ground ball to the right side. First baseman go over, have to retreat. Second baseman, nobody there.
He's safe.
Oh!
Oh, he was robbed.
Oh!
Oh, my gosh.
Score it 4-3 on the putout. We voted as vocally as we could. They won't let me vote, and that'll bring with one out the hitter, Jackson Walker. So Walker from the left side facing the right-handed throwing Raper. That one finds the inside corner, and it's called strike 1 to Jackson Walker. Rogers will stay in on the grass at third for the Chiefs. The 0-1 coming. That one's inside and all the way to the wall, and we'll go 1-1 to Walker. Left to right, Cap Rogers, Josh Britton, Preston Abdullah, and Brody Haynes on the infield for the Chiefs. The 1-1 pitch on the way to Walker. Fly ball to left center field. Nobody will get to that one.
Drop.
As it's at the base of the wall, and with one out, Walker's got a stand-up double.
That's a Redskin ball to the wall. First 2 fans concession stand to say Jackson hit the wall, gets a free out of the concession.
So that'll bring Mackenzie Lunsford with 1 out and 1 on. Your defensive outfield for the Chiefs, Bryson Raper in left field, Brady Hutchison in center, and Ashton Stamey in right field. And so we'll get a runner at second, 1 out, and Mackenzie Lunsford, he'll stand in from the right side. Braxton Roberts will move into the on-deck circle, as Lunsford will face Sam Raper for his first at bat here in the bottom of the first. Chiefs threatened, had a runner at third and couldn't get him in. Let's see if the Redskins can match that. That one's wide of the mark. It's 1-0 to Mackenzie Lunsford.
Make him work. Let's go.
The 1-0 coming. That one's outside, skips away from Lay behind the dish, and Walker will get himself to third. And indeed, the Redskins will have a runner at third like the Chiefs in the top half. 1 out, 2-0 count to Mackenzie Lunsford. Chiefs will play in on the corners. That one's outside. It's 3-0 to Lunsford. Braxton Roberts on deck for the Redskins. If Lunsford should reach. 3-0 coming. That one misses wide of the mark, and Lunsford will reach on a base on ball, and that'll bring Braxton Roberts, the shortstop. He'll stand in from the right side with runners on the corners. Matthew Mead, the second baseman, will be on deck for the Redskins. 1 out in the inning here in bottom of the first. Redskins threatening. Got to believe Lunsford's in motion early in the count here, Scott.
Yeah, I don't see Lumpy staying over there long.
So 1 out, runners on the corners. Roberts, your hitter, facing Sam Raper from the stretch. He'll throw to first to see if anything's on. Lunsford dove back in.
I hope it's not his best move.
I think that was just an advertisement. I almost thought he was about to flinch. I thought Lunsford was about to flinch, and then I thought Raper, the pitcher, was about to flinch. To the plate with this one. That one's called strike 1 to Braxton Roberts. Jackson Walker, your runner at third. Mackenzie Lunsford down at first. Braxton Roberts at the dish with 0-1 count. 1 out in the inning. Raper from the stretch. Pitch on the way. Same pitch, and it's called strike 2. So he's got Roberts in the hole. Hit his spot both times there. That's a spot that you want to record in your mind because he's calling it, right?
Yep.
The 0-2 coming. Lunsford on the move. Pitches up. It'll be uncontested. Otherwise known as indifference. So Walker, your runner at third. Lunsford down at second. Roberts with a 1-2 count.
1 out.
Haynes will stay in on the corner at first. Now, time call at the plate. Rogers will ease back in on the grass at third, so we're still in on the corners on both sides. Roberts with the 1-2. Trying to find a way to drive some runs in here. Pitch on the way. That one's outside. We're even at 2-2. Try to do a little something different with that one, Scott.
Yeah, it's he's changing his arm location.
That one he changed a lot.
Yeah.
Grip, location, slot, you name it.
I don't know what he was trying to
It didn't work out. 2-2 pitch, 1 out. Runners at second and third. That one's fouled straight back, and we'll do it over. Matthew Mead in the on-deck circle. Redskins trying to get on top here in the bottom of the first. Big District 3 game here between the Chiefs and the Redskins. Redskins will travel over to Madisonville tomorrow night to take on these same Chiefs. Pitch on the way, 2-2. Took a little something off. It stayed up, and we'll go full. Making him throw several pitches here in this first inning.
Yeah, make him work.
Matthew Mead to follow Braxton Roberts here. Let's see if Braxton can make it happen. Time's called. He's made a science out of that calling time once right before the pitcher gets set. And they grant it. 3-2 the count, 1 out. Runners at second and third for the Redskins. Pitch on the way. Got a piece of that one to stay alive. No, he missed it. No, he's going to stay. Took a long walk to clear his head. Yeah. I thought something was up because the catcher wasn't able to hang on to it. So we'll do it again. The battle continues here between Sam Raper and Braxton Roberts. Jackson Walker off at third. Lunsford the lead at second. Payoff pitch coming. Ground ball down to first, and then it'll go foul. And we'll do it again. Braxton drawing everything out of this pitcher that he can here in the first inning.
Good, make him throw. I'd like to see him throw like 40 pitches this inning.
I think yesterday I saw a Braves pitcher throw about 25 in the inning, huh? That got ugly too. Chiefs remain in on the corners, second and third for the Redskins. Robert trying to pick them up with one out. Pitch on the way. Breaking ball, swing and a miss for out number 2. He took a double potion of stuff off of that one. And with 2 outs, it'll take a hit from Meade. Matthew Meade, the second baseman, he'll stand in from the right side. On deck will be Braden Frey. That one may not have broke a pane of glass as he took so much off of that one. Braxton couldn't make contact. 2 outs and 2 on, found the outside edge. It's 0-1 to Matthew Meade. Walker and Lunsford, your base runners. Matthew Meade, the hitter. Raper with the 0-1 pitch. That one's down low, and we're even at 1 apiece. Braden Frey on deck for the Redskins if Matthew can keep the inning going here.
On base hit, buddy.
Big gap in the third short hole over there if he can pull one through there.
There you go.
Little Texas leaguer, right fielder can't. I mean, the second baseman can't get to it. 1 run will score. Here comes Lunsford with run number 2. And Matthew Meade with the Texas leaguer picks up the 2 RBIs and puts the Redskins in the lead. Good piece of hitting as he just throwed the bat on that low outside pitch.
Well, he let Raper's velocity do all the work. He put his bat out there.
So the Redskins climb out on top here in the bottom of first by a score of 2-0. And that'll bring the third baseman, Braden Frey, to the dish. Meade with a great piece of hitting. Just flicked the bat. Second baseman made a diving attempt as he was the only one that had a shot at it. And the ball found some green. So Frey standing at the dish. His first look at Sam Raper. That one's upstairs. Ball 1. On deck is Trey Willis, the DH. Meade with the lead down at first with 2 outs. 1-0 the count to Braden Frey. That one's fouled back, and we're even at 1-1. Had a good cut, just under it. Willis to follow Frey if he can keep the inning alive here. Pitch on the way. Meade on the way to second. Pitch inside. No throw. Not in time. And Meade gets himself into scoring position. Got a tremendous jump on Raper to get down there. Frey took that one inside. It's 2-1 to Frey. Now an RBI opportunity from second there. Matthew with good speed. If Frey can find some greenery. 2-1 coming with 2 outs. Runner at second. That one's called strike 2.
Whoa, that's generous. Got a good hole between short and third. Looks lonesome out there.
You can't pull that one when it's 4 inches off the outside. 2-2 pitch with 2 outs. There it is. Line shot into left field. It'll one hop. Here comes the runner from second. They'll have to relay it. He'll slide in ahead of the throw, and the Redskins take the 3-0 lead. Another two-out hit from the Redskins as Braden Frey will get the single and move up on the throw to the plate, and the Redskins lead 3-0. And Trey Willis will get a chance with 2 outs and runner second. So if we can just keep up the merry-go-round, let's just trade places with our runners down at second.
I might get my 40-pitch count here.
Braden got good bat on that one and turned on it and one-hopped it to the left fielder on a line shot and drove in the run as Meade was off at the crack of the bat and scored easily. The scouting report says run on the left fielder.
That's right. I can see why.
So Frey with the lead out at second. Willis at the dish. Jacob Meade, the first baseman, on deck as Willis is sandwiched between the 2 Meades here in the Redskin lineup. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-1 to Trey Willis. Frey with his lead down at second. 2 outs, 3 runs in here in the bottom of the first. Willis at the dish, swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 to Sam Raper and the Chiefs. Middle infielder's trying to hold Frey close as he'll extend his lead on his secondary. The 0-2 coming to Willis. Swing and a miss for out number 3, and that'll end the Redskin thread here in the bottom of the first. After 1 full, Redskins 3, Chiefs 0. We're coming back.
From traditional funerals to cremation with viewing and memorial services to green burials and direct cremations, McGill Click Funeral and Cremations helps guide each unique family with the choices that are right for them. McGill Click, for the most compassionate, affordable, and experienced care. 408-3001 or McGillClick.com.
When it comes to serving the financial needs of this area, we have the home court advantage. This is our home. We know the area. We know the local economy. Foothills Federal Credit Union, Lenore City, Loudon, and Sweetwater. Member NCUA.
You can watch live coverage of Loudon Redskin soccer with Marvin Fiesel. Find it at redskinradio.com. Just scroll down the page and look for the player box. Live coverage is made possible by Barnard Construction and insurance agent Nick Jones. Follow Loudon Redskin soccer throughout the season on redskinradio.com, a free service of 96.1 WLNT.
We move to the top of the second here from Bill Thompson Field. First 3 Chiefs, Cap Rogers, Austin Summey, and Ashton Stamey for the Chiefs as they'll face Dawson Walker working his second inning on the bump for the Redskins. Redskins scored 3 in the bottom half of the first. They lead 3-0 here as we start the second.
Like we said at the beginning of the game, we wanted to see them come out quick, and they did. Strike first, strike early.
So now we throw strikes and play defense.
Let your defense help you here. Let's go, guys.
Rogers, Summey, and Stamey for the Chiefs here in the top of the second. Ground high hopper to Frey. He'll have to wait on it to come down. Quick throw in time to Meade. Score it 5-3 on the putout.
Now batting designated hitter Austin.
And with 1 out, the hitter will be Austin Summey. Summey hit in the lineup for first baseman Brody Haynes. Good sized young man here in Austin Summey, as he'll try to get something going for the Chiefs here in the top of the second with 1 out.
Frey did a good job of not panicking on that high hop.
It just come off the dirt right in front of the plate, and he's able to count to 5 before he come down to him. Called strike 1 to Summey. It's 0-1. Walker to the stretch. He works from the stretch. No windup for him. Dropped the breaking ball just off the edge and missed. And it's 1-1. Pretty good pitch right there, Scott.
Yeah, I could live with that.
Get him to frailing away at that. 1-1 with 1 out. Fly ball down the right side and out of play. And it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. And I'm sure Coach Herrick's going to run all them foul balls down. He's got a network. I think it helps with that, Scott.
Yeah. I saw him bringing a box of extra balls in.
Yeah.
So.
The 1-2 from Walker to Summers. Swing and a miss for out number 2. And with 2 outs, the hitter will be the right fielder, Ashton Stamey.
Good location, high fastball.
Couldn't resist.
No.
Got up in his eyes. So Ashton Stamey, the right fielder, will stand in with 2 outs here in the top of the second. Walker trying to get a short inning here. That one's upstairs, ball 1.
Change his release point again.
Brady Hutchison on deck, the center fielder for the Chiefs, if Stamey should reach here. Frey will stay in on the edge of the grass at third with 2 outs. That was in there. And that'll even things at 1 apiece. His zone seems to be about as tall as it is wide, Scott, which is a good thing if you're a pitcher.
As long as he's consistent.
Here comes the 1-1. Dropped it in on him.
Yes.
Best breaking ball of the night from Walker, and it's 1 ball, 2 strikes to Ashton Stamey.
That was just an ankle breaker there if he'd swung at that.
Walker's got his sign. The 1-2 coming. Missed off the edge with the fastball. It's 2-2. Little inside joke. He knows I've named him Oatmeal. It takes him a little more than 3 minutes to get right. Nothing wrong with that.
No.
To the stretch. 2-2 with 2 outs on the way.
Beautiful.
Swing and a miss, and that'll end the top half of the second. After 1.5, our Loudon Redskins 3, Sequoyah Chiefs 0. You're listening to live Redskin action right here on WLNT 96.1, W104.7 WGSM, and RedskinRadio.com.
Elm Hill Jumbo Franks are perfect before the game or at the victory celebration. Elm Hill Jumbo Franks make your gathering special and will have the family asking for more. Smiling faces and Elm Hill Jumbo Franks just go together. It's good eating.
The moments we spend with family and friends are precious. And when you're having a stroke, every moment counts. Fort Loudon Medical Center is an advanced primary stroke center, which means our emergency room provides life-saving treatment for stroke when seconds matter the most. And we are part of Covenant Health, our region's only stroke hospital network. You can learn more at fortloudon.com and make your minutes count.
Paula and all the hairstylists at the Hair Barn say go Redskins. The Hair Barn serves men, women, and children. Open Tuesday through Friday. Paula appreciates appointments, but walk-ins are welcome. The Hair Barn, 316 Grove Street in Loudon. Phone 458-5949.
We move to the bottom of the second. Sam Raper on the mound for the Chiefs. He'll face Jacob Meade, Dawson Walker in the top of the order, and Caden Dawkins for the Redskins.
Let's bat around again.
Now batting for the Redskins, number 8, Jacob Meade.
So Jacob Meade, the first baseman, trying to get something going here for the Chiefs, facing right-hander Sam Raper. Redskins generated 3 hits and resulted in 3 runs in that bottom of the first. First pitch to right back line shot, and Raper makes a tremendous play right in the glove. So all you can do is tip your hat to one another. Excellent hit, excellent defensive play by Sam, and there's 1 out.
That was purely protective, but that was an excellent catch.
A line drive, and he gloved it. And so Dawson Walker, the opposing pitcher, will face Sam Raper. Breaking ball's called strike 1. Caden Dawkins on deck for the Redskins. Raper with the long look, the 0-1 coming. That one's on the outside edge, and it's 0-2 to Dawson Walker. Raper and Lay agree on the pitch. That one's called strike 3 for the second out, and with 2 outs, leadoff hitter Caden Dawkins, he grounded to second back to start the game off in the bottom of the first. So he'll get his second look at Raper, and Raper seems to have settled down here in this second inning compared to the first.
I think that line drive back to him's juiced him up a little bit.
Chiefs will play in on the grass at third with Dawkins at the dish. That one finds that edge, and it's 0-1 to Caden Dawkins. On deck will be Jackson Walker. He had the double back in the first. Dawkins looking for his first hit. Time's called. No pitch. 0-1 with 2 outs here. Bottom of the second. Redskins lead 3-0. Raper's ready to rock. Swing and a miss. And it's quickly 0-2 to Caden Dawkins.
Yeah, he's got some velocity on that ball.
Went inside above the hands and couldn't catch up to it. The 0-2 coming.
Oh.
Called strike 3 there, and that'll end the inning here in the second. After 2 full, Redskins 3, Chiefs 0. We're coming back.
Whether you need a new system or if your current system needs repairs, Jeff and Rick Green and the staff at Green Heat and Air in Loudon are ready to help. They've been serving Loudon and surrounding counties since 1985. Financing is available, plus all work is licensed and insured. Green Heat and Air, phone 458-6718.
James R. Thomason, Certified Public Accountant, is a proud supporter of Loudon High School athletics and academics. Mr. Thomason has been providing CPA services in Loudon County since 1991. James R. Thomason, Certified Public Accountant. Phone 458-6872.
So the Amazon Echo or Alexa can do some pretty cool stuff, but what if you want to listen to your favorite radio station? Just use the real call letters like this. Alexa, on TuneIn, play WLNT.
Redskins and Chiefs from Bill Thompson Field. Mike Thompson and Scott Hope to bring you all the live Redskin action. Tomorrow night, the Redskins and Chiefs will travel over to Madisonville to play the second game of this series in district play. Redskins lead 3-0 as we move to the top of the third. Brady Hutchison, the center fielder, Bryson Raper, the left fielder, and Preston Abdullah, first 3 scheduled Chiefs, here in the top of the third. Dawson Walker on to work his 3rd inning on the mound for the Redskins. Frey will play in on the grass at 3rd. That one's called strike 1. I think Walker may have learned something from the pitches that were called in the bottom of the second, that there is a zone down there at the knees. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and it's quickly ahead of Hutchison, 0-2. Bryson Raper on deck for the Chiefs, followed by Preston Abdullah. 0-2 count. Ground ball to second. Over quickly, over to Meade for out number 1. Score it 4-3 on the putout. And with 1 out, the hitter will be Bryson Raper. The left fielder, he'll stand in from the right side.
About the same size as Dawkins, isn't he?
He is. Dawson Walker facing Bryson Raper. Swing and a miss.
Good pitch.
And it's 0-1. 1 out here in the top of the third. Thank you, Chad Lane. Appreciate that. Stay with us. The 0-1 coming. A little bit short. We'll even the count at 1-1. To Bryson Raper. One with 1 out. Walker's delivery. That finds the zone, and it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Scott, we talked about pregame. Loudon and Sweetwater tied 3-1 records in the district. I think Sweetwater's got McMinn Central tonight and tomorrow night, if I'm correct. The 1-2 on the way. Miss low. It's 2-2. Had a little extra gas. Miss low. Be interesting to see how those come out this week. As the format for all district play is they all play each other back-to-back, weather permitting. Here comes the 2-2. Line shot at Frey. He's right there, the man with the glove.
Good glove.
And with 2 outs,
now batting leadoff hitter Preston Abdullah.
The hitter will be Preston Abdullah, the second baseman. He drew a walk back in the first inning and was stranded at 3rd to end the first inning. So he'll stand in with 2 outs here in the top of the third. Breaking ball finds the front corner, called strike 1. Redskins lead 3-0. Chiefs looking for base runners here with 2 outs. That breaking ball's off the front edge, and it's even at 1-1. One coming. Called strike 2 right at the knees, and it's 1 ball, 2 strikes to Preston Abdullah. Time's called. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the top of the third. Abdullah facing Walker. Ground ball to first, Meade over. He'll flip it to Walker on the cover, score it 3-1 on the putout. Just like you see in the majors, 1, 2, 3 go the Chiefs. After 2.5, our Loudon Redskins 3, Sequoyah Chiefs 0. We're coming back. Right.
Loudon City Councilman Johnny James is proud to support the Loudon Redskins in the classroom or on the football field. Go Redskins from Loudon City Councilman Johnny James.
This portion of programming is made possible by Loudon Church of Christ. The entire congregation of Loudon Church of Christ invites you to join them for Sunday school with classes for all ages, Sunday morning at 10 a.m., Sunday morning worship at 11 a.m., Sunday evening worship at 6 p.m., and Wednesday evening Bible study with classes for all ages at 7 p.m. Loudon Church of Christ, 706 Ward Avenue in Loudon. Phone 458-5043.
Loudon Funeral Home and Cremations is proud to be veteran and family owned and operated. Founded in 1983, they're proud to continue the commitment of being large enough to serve you, yet small enough to care. They're there to help you celebrate the life and traditions of your loved one with the utmost respect and compassion. Loudon Funeral Home and Cremations, 2048 Mulberry Street in Loudon. Phone 458-6441.
Mike Thompson along with Scott Hope bringing you live Redskin baseball action here on Monday afternoon. The Redskins will travel over to Sequoyah tomorrow evening to return the home and home in district play. Sam Raper on the mound for the Chiefs. He'll face Jackson Walker, Mackenzie Lunsford, and Braxton Roberts here in the bottom of the third. Redskins lead 3-0. Trying to generate some more offense here. Breaking ball called strike. No, he said it was high. My bad. I was trying to help him. Raper's locked and loaded, ready to come again. And now he's going to make me wait on him. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, and we're even at 1-1. Lunsford to follow. Roberts scheduled third up in the inning. 1-1 count. Jackson Walker doubled off the base of the wall in the first inning. That one's inside, and it's 2-1. Didn't miss much, Scott.
No, it sure didn't.
Two 2-1 coming. That one's up. We'll go 3-1. Three 3-1 from Raper to Walker. That one's up and out. And Walker will lead things off with a base on ball, and that'll bring Mackenzie Lunsford. He drew a walk, scored run number 2 back in the first. Braxton Roberts will move into the on-deck circle. So Lunsford taking a long look at Coach Lambert down in the third base box as he signals what he wants Lunsford and Walker to do. Walker with the lead off of first. Time called. The umpire Raper was ready to rock and roll, and the umpire never cleared him to throw it. So no pitch.
Working a little too fast.
So Lunsford at the dish. Jackson Walker, the runner at first. He'll throw over, not in time. Roberts on deck for the Redskins. Runner at first, nobody out. Raper to the stretch. Lunsford going to show bunt early. Walker on the way. Pitch up and in for ball one. Walker steals it easily with a stolen base. And it's 1-0 to the hitter, Mackenzie Lunsford, with Walker in scoring position.
Good thing Lunsford's pretty quick and bail out of there.
That one kept running right in towards his face mask. And he was wearing it around his neck. The 1-0. That one missed low. It's 2-0 to Mackenzie Lunsford. Jackson Walker drew the walk, stole second. Lunsford with the 2-0 count at the dish. Roberts to follow Lunsford. Pitch on the way. It's on the outside edge. It's 2-1 to Lunsford. Raper to the stretch. That one's off the edge. It's 3-1. Lunsford would be looking for something to drive here, Scott.
Yeah.
Big hole, third and short, as the shortstop's trying to hold Walker relatively close.
I'd say he's going to get a fastball right here.
Pitch on the way. Went inside, and that's ball four. So back-to-back walks have the Redskins with runners at first and second and no outs. And Coach Von Holland will make a trip out to visit with his pitcher. Braxton Roberts will be moving into the dish with Walker and Lunsford, your base runners, and nobody out. Bottom of the third, Redskins lead 3-0 and putting pressure on the Chiefs here in the bottom of the third.
He's basically just telling him to settle down a little bit.
He's got the call because there's nobody warming up.
Yeah.
And he's their man. Tomorrow I think it'll be by committee from Sequoyah, or at least that's what the report has been. So he's concluded his conversation. Lay will make his way back to the dish, as will Braxton Roberts, who conversed with Coach Lambert. Matthew Mead on deck for the Redskins as Roberts stands in with runners at first and second. Nobody out here in the bottom of the third. Got the bunt down to the third base side.
Good bunt.
Raper came off, fielded it clean, and the first baseman had charged, and nobody was at home to cover first base. And so the Redskins will have the bases loaded and nobody out. And Matthew Mead, he had a single, had the Texas Leaguer 2 RBI single into right field. So the Chiefs will play in on the corners with nobody out. Middle infielders will play double play depth.
I'll take another one of those hits.
Raper from the stretch. There's a little pop-up down the right field line. It'll go drift foul. And nobody will get to it, and it'll be 0-1 to Matthew Mead, the second baseman. Braden Frey on deck. Jackson Walker, your runner at third. Mackenzie Lunsford down at second. Braxton Roberts over at first. Nobody out. 0-1 the count to Matthew Meade. Redskins lead 3-0. Looking for more here. Chiefs will remain in on the corners defensively. The 0-1 coming. That one missed low, and it's even at 1-1. Raper and Lay agree with the pitch. Here comes the 1-1. Breaking ball, fly ball to right field. It's deep enough for the tag. He'll make the catch. Here comes the throw to the plate. Not in time as the Redskins add run number 4, and on the throw to the plate, Lunsford and Roberts will move up 90 feet. So give Meade his 3rd RBI of the night. That's out number 1, and that'll bring Braden Frey. He had a single back in the first inning. So Frey will stand in with Lunsford and Roberts looking back from the base pass. Chiefs will remain in on the corners. That one's up and out, and it's 1-0 to Braden Frey. Trey Willis on deck for the Redskins. Good piece of hitting on the part of Matthew Meade to get that run in. Here comes the 1-0. That one's on the outside edge, and we're even at 1-1.
Base hit. Let's go.
The 1-1 with 1 out, and runners at 2nd and 3rd from Raper to Frey. Breaking ball's swing and a miss. Good stop on the part of Lay to keep it close so the runners can advance, and it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Excellent pitch on the part of Raper right there.
Expecting fastball and give him a breaking ball.
Really just an unhittable pitch right there. And a good stop by Lay to keep it right there where nobody could advance. 1-2 the count, 1 out. Swing and a miss for out number 2. And with 2 outs, the hitter will be Trey Willis. Trey's 0 for 1. As he'll stand in from the left side facing Raper. He'll get his second look at Sam Raper, right-hander on the mound for the Chiefs. Redskins have picked up 1 here in the 3rd. They lead 4-0 in the bottom of the 3rd. They have runners on 2nd and 3rd with 2 outs. Willis trying to pick them up here. Raper trying to keep that from happening. Ground ball to 2nd. Bad hop.
Eat him up.
He can't make the throw in time as Willis legged it out, and him first run Lunsford will score, and they've got Roberts in a rundown.
He's safe.
And they run him back to 3rd. He dives in, and on the rundown, Willis will get over to 2nd. So Willis is on the bag with an E4. Lunsford scores run number 5. Roberts made the big turn from 3rd and got in a jam. The catcher running back, and he dove into 3rd ahead of the throw. And on the play, Willis moved over into scoring position. That'll bring Jacob Meade to the dish with 2 outs and 2 on. 5-0 your score now here in the bottom of the 3rd. Meade hit a line shot right back at the pitcher. Breaking ball called strike 1. Slider looked like.
Yeah, that's a nice pitch. He's not thrown that one yet.
Dawson Walker behind Meade if he can extend the inning here. The 0-1. Roundhouse stays up. Thought he might entice him to go out of the zone, and it didn't get back down to the zone. So it's 1-1 to Jacob Meade. Had good contact in his first at bat in the 2nd inning. Just happened to be right back at Raper, who gloved it. Here comes the 1-1. Swing and a miss there, and it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. went in under his hand, Scott, couldn't get the bat to the ball.
Yeah. If you can do that consistently, you can make a living off of that.
Roberts and Willis with their leads at second and third. Raper trying to get out of the jam here and not give up any more runs to the Redskins. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Fastball, swing and a miss, and does just that. After 3 full, our Loudon Redskins 5, Sequoyah Chiefs 0. We're coming back.
This broadcast is made possible by Loudon County School Board member Scott Newman. Go Redskins! This message from Scott Newman, a proud Redskin supporter.
Loudon Utilities supports Loudon High School and since 1939 has been servicing the Loudon area with electricity, natural gas, water, and sewer services. Loudon Utilities also offers an equal payment plan and has several options available for TVA heat pump loans. Loudon Utilities, 458-2091. Proud of our past services and striving to improve future services.
When bad weather hits the area, I know where to turn my radio. 96.1 WLNT.
WLNT LP Loudon. WLNU LP Lenore City.
96.1 WLNT, Loudon's hometown station.
Redskins pick up an additional 2 runs. They lead by a score 5-0. Dawson Walker back on the mound to face the Chiefs here in the 4th. He will face Josh Britton, Luke Lay, and Sam Raper for the Chiefs here in the top of the 4th. Defensively, everyone remains in place. Walker had been able to corral the Chiefs with no hits up to this point, although they've had some base runners, and the inning ended the first inning with a runner at third. And Redskins were able to get out of it without him advancing, and have hit the ball hard a few times. So Josh Britton, the shortstop, he's 0 for 1. He gets his second look at Dawson Walker, right-handed thrower for the Redskins. Frey will play in on the grass at third. That one missed low for ball 1.
Stay consistent.
Everyone else playing straight up defensively. The 1-0 coming from Walker to Britton, and it runs inside, and it's 2-0. Luke Lay, the catcher, on deck for the Chiefs. Coming. That one's fouled back, and it's 2-1. Walker and Watson agree. That one just missed low, and we'll go 3-1. We're not missing much.
He's tightened up.
I think it floats from inning to inning. 3-1 coming. That's called strike 2. We'll go full to the leadoff hitter, Josh Britton, here in the 4th inning. Actually hits out of the 2 slot, but he's the first hitter here in the 4th. Payoff pitch from Walker to Britton. Foul tipped it. He'll stay alive. We'll do it again. Luke Lay, the catcher, on deck for the Chiefs. Redskins will travel over to Madisonville tomorrow night to return the favor. WGSM 104.7 will have the broadcast. You can listen to that one as well. Payoff pitch again. Miss low, and Britton will start the inning off with a base on ball, and that'll bring Luke Lay. He flew out to left field back in the 1st, so he'll get his second look at Dawson Walker. from the left side. Frey will play him one step off the grass. Meade will hold Britton down at first. Middle infielders at normal, along with the outfield at normal straight up position.
Oh,
that one missed inside. It's 1-0.
You're killing me, Blue.
Sam Raper on deck for the Chiefs.
Lay's opened up. He's going to pull hitter here.
The 1-0 coming. That one missed low. It's 2-0. So we struggled finding the zone in the first, dialed it in second and third. Now we're struggling here in the fourth inning on the strike zone. Britton with a lead down at first, nobody out. 2-0 the count to Luke Lay, catcher for the Chiefs. That one's upstairs, and we're 3-0. So got to come all the way back here. Got to make him leave there swinging.
Just throw a strike.
.30 on the way. It's upstairs, and the Chiefs will have runners at first and second after consecutive base on ball. We'll get a courtesy runner for the catcher, Lay. That'll be number 8, Grant Butler. So Butler running for Lay after he draws the second walk of the inning. Watson will have a conversation with Walker on the mound with the runner at second. You got to change the signs. And so Sam Raper, the pitcher, he'll stand in. He's 0 for 1, and he'll get a second look here at Dawson Walker. Redskins lead 5-0 here in the top of the fourth. Chiefs threatening here with runners at first and second and nobody out. Meade will be in on the grass at first. Frey will play even with the bag at third. Walker wants Watson to go through the signs again. With that runner on second, you have to change up the signs. To the stretch. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. And it's 0-1 to Sam Raper. I clocked that one at 49 miles an hour, Scott, but it was effective.
You're about right.
The 0-1. That one misses
block.
Low and away, and it's even at 1-1. Good stop by Watson. Runners can advance. Top of the fourth, nobody out. Runners at first and second. Raper versus Walker, the 1-1 count. That one's in there for called strike 2. Now you give him that little 47-mile-an-hour yacker.
Yeah.
Got to believe it's in his head somewhere. To the stretch. Pitch on the way. Went upstairs, even the count at 2-2. Tried to see if Sam would go out of his comfort zone. Resisted the temptation, and we're even at 2-2. Want to make it happen right here. Time call. He took a little extra time on the mound.
Oatmeal's cooking.
To the stretch. 2-2 on the way. Breaking ball, high hopper to short. Roberts will go to second for 1. On to first. Not in time. Here comes the run from third as he'll score ahead of the retrieve of the ball. So the Chiefs get on the board. with their first run of the game. It'll be 5-1. Lay's forced at second, or check that, Butler running for Lay. Score that one 6-4 for out number 1. Raper down at first as couldn't come up with the one hopper from second.
Got a pinch runner.
17. Cooper Self will run for Raper. So Cap Rogers will make his way in with the runner at first and 1 out. 5-1 your score here in the top of the 4th. Throw over, not in time. Roberts had to come and get the baseball on the ground ball in front of the base path and flip it back to his second baseman, which took a little time. And then the throw was low at first, trying to turn the double play. First pitch, called strike 1 to Cap Rogers, and it's 0-1. Self, the runner, down at first for Raper. And there's 1 out and 1 in and 1 on. And the count's 0-1. Swing and a miss. And he's ahead of Rogers, 0-2. Austin Summey on deck for the Chiefs, the DH. He's hitting in the lineup for Brody Haynes, the first baseman. So the Redskins trying to minimize the damage here after the Chiefs score the first run of the contest for their side, and that's swing and a miss for out number 2. And with 2 outs, Austin Summey will make his way in. He's 0 for 1. Summey from the right side, facing right-handed throwing Dawson Walker. Self with a short lead over at first. Ground ball to short again. Roberts will have to backtrack, flip it to Meade at second in time. Score that one 6-4 on the put out. After 3.5, Loudon Redskins 5, Sequoyah Chiefs 1. You're listening to live Redskin action right here on WLNT 96.1, 104.7 WGSM, and RedskinRadio.com.
Loudon United Methodist Church is proud to support Redskin athletics and academics. You're invited to the early Sunday service at 8:45, Sunday school at 10 a.m., or morning worship at 11 a.m. Loudon United Methodist Church is located at 509 Mulberry Street, phone 458-3164, or online at loudonumc.org.
This is Jeff Trout from Loudon West End Florist and Gifts. Whatever your floral needs, our dedicated staff is here to help. Open Monday through Friday, 8:30 a.m. till 5 p.m. Saturday from 8:30 to 1, and anytime by appointment.
Loudon West End Florist and Gifts, located next to Loudon Funeral Home. Phone 458-4616 or online at loudonwestendflorist.com.
This broadcast is made possible by Loudon City Council member Tim Dixon. Go Redskins! This message from Tim Dixon, a proud Redskin supporter.
Chiefs score 1 in the top of the 4th. They cut the Redskin lead to 5-1. First 3 Redskins here in the bottom half of the 4th. Jacob Meade, Dawson Walker. Check that, Dawson Walker will lead it off. Followed by Caden Dawkins and Jackson Walker. Can't read my own notes here, Scott. I'm just so excited. Foul ball into the net as Walker comes out hacking. He's 0 for 1 facing Sam Raper. Walker, Dawkins, and Walker. Sort of like that law firm we talked about earlier in the season.
Yeah.
The 0-1 coming. Breaking ball stays up. It's even at 1-1. That one had a funny release.
But he's got a different spin on that ball.
Not sure what that's supposed to look like. Here comes the 1-1. Swing and a miss. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes from Sam Raper to opposing pitcher Dawson Walker.
I can't tell if that's a cut fastball he's trying to throw.
It's just a strange release. Here comes the 1-2. Fly ball down the right side, foul and out of play. And we'll do it again. Good defensive swing on the part of Dawson to stay alive. And live for another pitch here.
Got some action in the Redskins bullpen now.
The 1-2 from Raper to Walker. Ground ball right back up the middle. He'll have to hurry as the middle infielders both dive, and they can't come up in time to make the throw, so give Walker the infield single. And we'll get a courtesy runner, I would guess. Excellent stop on the part of Josh Britton to go behind second and keep the ball on the infield. Just couldn't get up in time to make a throw. And the courtesy runner for the pitcher will be Aiden Wilkerson running for the pitcher, Dawson Walker. And that'll bring Caden Dawkins. He's 0 for 2 as he grounded to second his first time up. Looking for his first hit of the evening. Wilkerson, your runner at first. Dawkins at the dish. Redskins with a 5-1 lead, looking for more here in the bottom of the 4th. Throw over, not in time. Dawkins showed bunt as the Chiefs got what they wanted out of that throw over to get Dawkins to show his hand. And let's see if Coach Lambert sticks with the bunt. Chiefs will stay even with the bag at third. Runner being held at first. Throw over again, a little quicker. Made it close. Chief dugout wanted the call there. Didn't go their way. Raper to the stretch. He'll throw over as he tries to walk from the bag. Ball gets away from the first baseman, not far enough to advance. As
he's going to go to the well one too many times.
That one hit the base runner's leg on the one hop. I think that's the only thing that kept it from going into right field was it hitting his leg.
Mm-hmm.
And again, Dawkins had shown bunt, and he'll show it again. Throw over. Not in time. I believe that's four straight.
4 in a row. Ooh.
That one's up and in. And it's 1-0. Jackson Walker on deck to follow Dawkins. Lead by Wilkerson. Pitch to the plate. Wilkerson on the way. Throw is not in time. Give Wilkerson the stolen base. And it's 2-0 to Dawkins at the plate. So the Redskins with a base runner in scoring position here in the bottom of the 4th. They lead 5-1. Wilkerson running for Dawson Walker on the infield single. Dawkins looking for his first hit in a possible RBI situation here. Jackson Walker on deck for the Redskins. Raper to the plate outside. It's 3-0 to Caden Dawkins. Coming. That one's ball 4, and the Redskins will have runners at first and second and nobody out. That'll bring Jackson Walker. He had a double off the wall, drew a walk, and has scored a couple of runs He'll stand in from the left side with a couple of base runners on the path facing Sam Raper. On deck will be Mackenzie Lunsford. From the stretch, he's going to try to bunt it, and he'll bunt that one fouling out of play, and it's 0-1 to Jackson Walker. He saw the third baseman playing back behind the bag, thought he might lay one down and see if everybody couldn't leg it out. I got to believe he's going to swing away after that one. Just wanted to take a look and see. They're in on the corner at first, even with the bag at third. That breaking ball's in, and it's even at 1-1 to Jackson Walker. Wilkerson running for Dawson Walker out at second. Caden Dawkins, your runner at first. Jackson Walker, your hitter, waiting on the 1-1 pitch. Pitch on the way. That one's in, and it's 2-1. Mackenzie Lunsford waiting his opportunity to follow Jackson Walker. District 3 action. Redskins trying to pick up win number 4 and at least stay in a tie for first place. Swing and a miss, and we'll go 2-2.
Mike, real quick, got word that Meigs County has defeated Polk County 6-1.
So that's a district game. Meigs with 2 losses in district play. No, actually 3 losses. Yeah. They lost 1 to Sweetwater and 2 to us. Here comes the 2-2. Swing and a miss for out number 1. And with 1 out, Mackenzie Lunsford, he's drawn a couple of walks and scored both times. On deck will be Braxton Roberts. So Wilkerson remains your runner at second. Dawkins down at first. Lunsford from the right side facing Raper on the mound for the Chiefs. That one's in the dirt and scoots away from the catcher. And both runners will advance 90 feet. And it's 1-0 to Mackenzie Lunsford with the RBI opportunity here with good speed out at second.
I gave him a wild pitch on that one.
Yes. 1-0 the count. Infield will come in all the way around. That one's outside as well. It's 2-0. He may work around Lunsford here.
Yeah.
With 1 out. Redskins lead 5-1 here in the bottom of the 4th. Runners at second and third and 1 out. Lunsford, your hitter. Infield in all the way around for the Chiefs. That one misses inside, and it's 3-0. Braxton Roberts on deck for the Redskins. .3-0 coming. That one's inside as well. The Redskins will have the bases loaded as Lunsford drew his 3rd walk of the evening. And that'll bring Braxton Roberts. Roberts 1 for 2, had a single back in the 3rd inning. Stranded at 3rd. Wilkerson, your runner at 3rd, running for Dawson Walker, who had the infield single. Caden Dawkins, your runner at 2nd. Mackenzie Lunsford down at 1st. Braxton Roberts, your hitter. Redskins lead 5-1 with 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th. Chance to break it open even further here. Good speed on the base pass. If Roberts can find a gap somewhere. So from the right side, he'll go with the full wind. Will Raper. Breaking ball misses outside. Ball 1.
Good eye.
Good pitch, but it just missed. Matthew Mead on deck to follow Roberts. The 1-0 coming. That one finds the outside edge, and we're even at 1 apiece. One the count, 1 out. Bases loaded for the Redskins. Chiefs in on the corners, double play depth in the middle. Ground ball down third base, right over the bag. 1 run will score easily.
You get 3.
Here comes run number 2. Left fielder bobbles it, and here comes Lunsford from first. And Roberts will go into second. Ball's overthrown the cutoff hitter, and so Roberts will move on over to third on the misplay, and he clears the bases.
Wow.
With runs number 6, 7, and 8. As that one just ripped right over the third base bag.
That was a hot hit.
And clear the bases, and the Redskins indeed do break it open here with the double and advance on the throwing error. And that'll bring Matthew Mead with 1 out and a runner at third. And on deck will be Braden Frey. Mead's 1 for 1. Had a sac fly, got 3 RBIs on the night. That one's outside ball 1. Picked up 2 RBIs on the single. A third RBI on the sac fly to right field. And got a chance for another one here with Roberts down at third. That one's wide of the mark. It's 2-0. Good piece of base running on the part of Roberts as he was going into second. The play was in front of him, ball coming in from left field, and quick as he recognized that the cutoff man was missed, he motivated on over to third from second. That one's up and out, and it's 3-0 to Matthew Mead. Braden Frey on deck. He's 1 for 2 with a single.
Raper's frustrated. You can tell by the way he's throwing.
Here comes the 3-0. That one's down the pipe, and it's 3-1. Concession stand still open. Come on out for a snack. 3-1 coming. That one missed inside, and Matthew Mead make it down to first base. Third walk of the inning to go with a double and a single. And so the Redskins will have runners on the corners and 1 out. Braden Frey making his way in. Trey Willis on deck for the Redskins. 8-1 Redskin lead here in the bottom of the 4th. Swing and a miss as Mead's off running with the first pitch. We'll call that one indifference as well. Uncontested, however you want to label it. And Frey's got an 0-1 count as he stands in versus Sam Raper. Roberts down at third. Matthew Mead, the runner, at second. Braden Frey standing in. Breaking balls up and out. And we're even at 1 apiece. Trey Willis waiting his turn. Redskins lead 8-1 here in the bottom of the 4th. 1 out. Raper and Leia agree on the pitch. 1-1 coming. Called strike 2 as he found the edge with that one. And it's 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Put it in play. Let's go.
To the stretch. Fly ball deep left field. Roberts will tag up. Mead will tag up. Roberts will score easily. Another sac fly by the Redskins to get run number 9. It's just an excellent job on the part of young Frey. So with 2 outs, the hitter will be Trey Willis. Matthew Mead remains down at second base. Willis reached on an error back in the third. Swing and a miss there. It's 0-1 to Trey Willis. He's just going to ride back and throw it at Trey, isn't he, Scott?
Yeah, I think he's figured him out.
The 0-1 coming. Fouled that one straight back, and we're 0-2. Jacob Mead, the ninth hitter of the inning, if Willis can extend the inning here. But he's in the hole 0-2 with 2 outs and a runner at second. Swing and a miss for out number 3, and that'll end the Redskin half of the fourth. But after 4 complete, Redskins 9, Chiefs 1.
This broadcast is made possible by Brennan Properties, proud to provide quality housing right here in Loudon. Brennan Properties supports Loudon Redskin athletics and academics.
Brewster Services, located right across the street from Loudon High School, offers commercial lawn maintenance and installation, tree trimming and removal, as well as landscaping and installation. Locally owned and operated by Ken Brewster, Brewster Services. Phone 458-8887.
If you need home insurance, auto insurance, or life insurance, Loudon Farm Bureau agent Bart Watson is here to help. Loudon Farm Bureau, they're located right next to the co-op in Loudon at 2076 Wesley Highway, 458-2019. Go Redskins. This message from your hometown agent, Bart Watson, and the Loudon Farm Bureau.
We move to the top of the fifth. Redskins lead 9-1. Tomorrow night, join Rick McCreary as he'll bring you live Redskin action on WLNT 96.1 and RedskinRadio.com, and in Monroe County on WGSM 104.7 for Chief and Redskin action tomorrow night, so you'll want to listen to that one. Dawson Walker remains on the mound as we start the fifth inning. He'll face Ashton Stamey, Brady Hutchison, and Bryson Raper for the Chiefs. With the lead, Dawson will go probably as far as he can go here on the mound and save some arms for the Redskins. So
they could use it.
Stamey, Hutchison, and Raper, first 3 Chiefs here in the top of the fifth. Stamey from the right side, 0 for 1. Fly ball straightaway center. Lunsford easing over. Now he'll make an extra step and throw the leather at it for out number 1. So with 1 out, the center fielder, Brady Hutchison, he's 0 for 1 as he grounded to second back in the 3rd inning. 1 pitch, 1 out here in the 5th inning for Dawson Walker. There's a line shot into left field for Hutchison, and so 2 pitches, 1 out, and now a runner at first with a clean single. That's the first hit of the night. We'll get a pinch hitter for the left fielder Raper. That'll be number 10, Zach Webb will hit for Raper. And that broke up the no-hitter to start this 5th inning off with 1 out on the part of Brady Hutchison, the center fielder. So Zach Webb will pinch hit for Raper with 1 out and 1 on here in the top of the 5th. To the stretch. That one's wide of the mark. Watson can't find the handle, and Hutchison will get over to second. Get himself into scoring position. So 1 out runner at second now. 1-0 count to Zach Webb. That one's fisted off the handle into foul territory. Nobody able to get it. And it'll be 1-1 to Zach Webb. Webb asking for time. He's got plenty of time with my man Oatmeal on the mound. To the stretch, 1-1 with 1 out. Runner at second. That one's down low. Runner going to third. Throw by Watson in time. And that'll be out number 2 as he attempted to steal. And with 2 outs, the count will be 2-1 on the hitter, Zach Webb.
Good throw by Watson.
Coach Monholland not exactly happy with the call. Not sure why you're trying to steal down 9-1. 8 run, is there 8 run or is it 10? Inning. 5th inning, 8-run rule, or is it 10? It's 10.
10 after 5.
Yeah. So they was trying to get something on the board with element of surprise, and it didn't work out. 3-1 the count to Webb at the plate. With 2 outs now. That's ball 4. The Chiefs will have a runner at first and 2 outs.
Now batting leadoff hitter Preston Abdullah.
Somebody's got to go get that, Scott.
Yeah, I started to say you're going to just let it sit there. He can take off to second.
So that'll bring Preston Abdullah, the second baseman. He drew a walk back in the first and grounded out the first in the third. So he'll stand in with Webb, the runner down at first, and 2 outs. Walker to the stretch. Dropped the breaking ball, soft breaking ball in for called strike 1. Just sort of floated it up there.
That was 48.
Almost like a knuckleball. It took so long. Effective once again. 0-1 pitch. On the way to Abdullah. Another breaking ball. Check swing.
Nope.
Meade looked at second as he had to deal with the base runner crossing the ground ball. Looked at second, didn't have a play, and by the time he looked back to first, didn't have a play there either. So with runners at first and second and 2 outs, the hitter will be Josh Britton. Britton 0 for 1, drew a walk, scored the lone run for the Chiefs. Webb, your runner at second. Abdullah, the runner at first. Pitch on the way. That one's up and in for ball 1.
Don't worry about the runner at second base. Just throw the ball. Let's go.
It's not in his nature. Young or not, I think this may be the toughest out in the lineup for the Chiefs in Young Britton. Ground ball to third. Frey will get the big hop. Quick throw over to first to Jacob Meade. Score it 5-3 on the put out there. Chiefs threaten, come away empty. After 4.5, Redskins 9, Chiefs 1. We're coming back.
Tire Pros, located at Ag Central in Loudon, has a state-of-the-art alignment machine. They offer oil changes, tire rotation, and balancing, including road force balancing. Tire Pros has a complete selection of tires, and they do repairs. Tire Pros, 2084 Wesley Highway in Loudon. Phone 458-2057.
The Big Red Car Wash is located just off Highway 72 in Loudon behind Capital Bank. Big Red has 5 regular bays and 1 super bay for washing boats, campers, and SUVs. Locally operated by Gabe, Daniel, and Ben Curtis. The Big Red Car Wash, Guarding Machine Road in Loudon.
You can watch live coverage of Philadelphia Warrior baseball at redskinradio.com. Just scroll down the page and look for the Warrior Nation player box. Coverage is sponsored by Barnard Construction and insurance agent Nick Jones. In addition to live coverage, you can watch past games anytime on demand. Just go to redskinradio.com, a free service of 96.1 WLNT.
As we move to the bottom of the 5th, Redskins lead 9-1. We'll have a pitching change for the Chief. Brady Hutchison will come in. No, check that, it's 11. It's Cap Rogers from third base. He'll come to the mound.
Webb, who pinch hit a while ago, goes to third.
Will go to third, and Raper will slide over to first base and stay in the lineup for the Chiefs. And so Cap Rogers will be the new pitcher for the Chiefs here in the bottom of the 5th. He'll face Jacob Meade, Dawson Walker, and we may get a pinch hitter there. In the top of the order, and Caden Dawkins. So Cap Rogers will come on in relief of Sam Raper, who worked 4 complete.
Had good stuff, but not his best stuff.
Jacob Meade hit a line shot right back at the pitcher and struck out in the third, so he's 0 for 2. Hit the ball hard that first time. Umpire's doing a little paperwork to recognize the changes on the part of the Chiefs. And I believe he's got his little black book up to date. First pitch called strike 1 to Jacob Meade. Rogers' delivery upstairs. We're even at 1-1. Looks like we're going to have a pinch hitter for Walker, Dawson Walker in the next up. That one misses. It's 2-1. Is that Brown, Scott? Can you catch a number?
Yeah, it's Brown.
So James Brown will be the pinch hitter to follow Jacob Meade here. That one misses, and it's 3-1. I must have a phone buzzing somewhere because I've killed all the wasps. I don't see it. Maybe in yours, Scott. I don't know. Was it?
Here's mine.
I don't get that many calls. I'm not very popular. That one's on the outside corner, and that'll run the count full. About all I get's my student loans, my car warranties, my Social Security. That one's upstairs, and Meade will lead the inning off with a base on ball. And now making his way to the plate will be James Brown. He will hit for Dawson Walker. On deck will be Caden Dawkins in the top of the order. And now I get calls from Medicare and Medicaid, and I've not got there yet.
I'm not there either, buddy.
I'm closer than you are.
I know it.
So Rogers from the stretch with Meade down at first facing James Brown. That one's called strike one. He had a notion of taking a rip at that one. He deducted that it was outside. The umpire said no, that's called strike one. Dawkins on deck. Nobody out, runner at first. Person of Jacob Meade. That one's upstairs. And it's even at 1-1. Cap Rogers, he gets under some of them and they go high.
Yeah.
He gets his arm slot a bit out of whack. Here comes the 1-1. That one misses wide of the mark. It's 2-1. Redskins lead 9-1. 10-run rule in effect in high school baseball 5 and after, so the Redskins will try to pick up a couple. That one's fouled straight back, and it's 2-2 to James Brown. Pinch hitting for Dawson Walker.
Who threw a good game tonight?
Most certainly. Only gave up one hit. That one's up and out. Brown will run the count full. Caden Dawkins to follow here. Good. Fly ball down the left field line coming over. He can't get to it. So James Brown will have the single to left field. And the Redskins will have runners at first and second and nobody out. That'll bring Caden Dawkins. He's 0 for 2. Drew a walk, scored a run back in the fourth. On deck will be Jackson Walker. Chiefs will play in on the corner at first. Got to believe Dawkins is swinging away here with the 9-1 lead and runners on first and second. Comes the pitch from Rogers. It's up, and it's 1-0. Rogers versus Dawkins in this matchup.
Good bunt.
And he did lay the bunt down. Nobody to cover it first, and so everybody will be safe.
Beautiful.
They've identified that if you can get the bunt down to the third baseline, the second baseman trying to hold the runner at second, he can't cover first with the Chiefs first baseman coming for the bunt. And so give him the infield single on the bunt, and that'll bring Jackson Walker with no outs and the bases loaded. He's had a double, drew a walk, struck out, scored 2. That one's inside, ball 1. Mackenzie Lunsford on deck for the Redskins.
Let's end it with one swing here, boys.
The 1-0 pitch. That one's up. It's 2-0. Jacob Meade, James Brown, Caden Dawkins, your runners. Jackson Walker at the plate. 2-0 the count, nobody out. That one's inside, and it's 3-0. That's ball 4, and that'll walk in run number 10 in the person of Jacob Meade. James Brown will move over to third. Dawkins down to second, and Jackson Walker down at first after the base on ball. And that'll bring Mackenzie Lunsford. He's drawn 3 walks and scored 3 times. That's the ultimate hat trick.
Mm-hmm.
Chiefs in on the corners. That one's called strike one. That's a 10-1 strike zone.
Very much so.
That one's over in the other batter's box. The 0-1. That one's up and in. We're even at 1-1. Braxton Roberts on deck if needed. One run will end this game here. That one's called strike two.
Wow.
Brown, your runner at third. That one's outside. It's 2-2. Dawkins, your runner at second. Jackson Walker, your runner from first. Lunsford just trying to get something out of the infield and get that run in to end this game. That one's up. And we'll go full to Mackenzie Lunsford. He may draw his fourth base on ball of the game. He didn't hurt his average none tonight.
No. He may pick up an RBI.
Payoff pitch. Popped up in the short left field. Brown going to tag. Left fielder will make the catch. Here comes the throw to the plate. No, he held up.
What in the world?
And so Lunsford flies out to the left fielder for out number one. With one out or less, he holds that runner because more opportunity. Playing by the book. Knowing your base runner. Although the throw was halfway up the third baseline.
Yep.
But again, with one or less, you play the odds, and that'll bring Braxton Roberts. He's got a couple of hits, scored a run. First pitch to Braxton's ball one. Single and double, scored a run. Brown, your runner at third. Dawkins at second. Jackson Walker down at first. That one's popped up on the infield. Infield fly in effect. And that'll be out number two.
Now back to the Redskins, number 34, Matthew Mead.
So with two outs, Matthew Mead will stand in. He's got a single, scored a run, had a sac fly for an RBI, drew a walk. So it'll take a two-out hit for him to end this one in 5 as they lead 10-1. That one's upstairs, ball one. Braden Frey on deck if need be. That one's off the plate. It's 2-0.
Let's go, guys. Let's end this thing.
Get home before dark?
Yeah.
Two-0 pitch. That one's called strike one. Two one coming. Fly ball to right field.
Drop.
Not going to, makes the run and catch. Can't hold on to it, and that'll end the ball game.
Yeah.
And so the final score, Redskins 11.
12.
Well, all they need was 11.
Yeah, I think they're going to give him that last run.
Okay. RBI total.
Yeah.
So that'll end this game early in the 5th inning. Join Rick McCrary tomorrow night as he'll have live Chief and Redskin action on WGSM 104.7 and 96.1 WLNT and RedskinRadio.com. Redskins, after tomorrow night, will go on the road Thursday and Friday as they'll travel to Webb on Thursday night and then down to Athens to take on McMinn County on Friday night. And then Scott and I will be back with you next Tuesday as the Sweetwater Wildcats will come to town on Tuesday of next week. Redskins will go down there next Monday. And so that'll be their next district action after tomorrow night's trip over to Sequoyah. So final score here from Bill Thompson Field, Redskins 11, Chiefs 1. We'll be back for more numbers.
Whoops. Is something missing from this broadcast? Your business message could be heard by thousands of listeners during WLNT's live coverage of Loudon Redskins sports. You get coverage on our worldwide webcast at redskinradio.com and on 96.1 FM WLNT. To have your business message heard during these broadcasts, contact our office anytime 24 hours a day at 865-458-9563. That's 458-9563.
When you lose a loved one, McGill Click Funerals and Cremations provides understanding, guidance, and compassionate care. They have the experience to help you make affordable choices for your unique budget and needs. McGill Click for the most compassionate, affordable, and experienced care. 408-3001.
You'll notice the difference immediately. A bank's highest priority is making a profit for its stockholders. As a credit union, our emphasis is on service to individuals and families who are member owners. You'll notice the difference. Foothills Federal Credit Union, Lenore City, Loudon, and Sweetwater. Member NCUA.
Wampler's Farm Sausage is whole hog sausage, containing all the choice cuts of hams, loins, shoulders, and tenderloins. Every patty is lean, tender, and juicy with flavor, cooked with a time-proven method to ensure the best flavor possible. Wampler's Farm Sausage, made right here in Loudon County. It's good eating.
The moments we spend with family and friends are precious. And when you're having a stroke, every moment counts. Fort Loudon Medical Center is an advanced primary stroke center, which means our emergency room provides life-saving treatment for stroke when seconds matter the most. And we are part of Covenant Health, our region's only stroke hospital network. You can learn more at fortloudon.com and make your minutes count.
Paula and all the hairstylists at the Hair Barn say, go Redskins. The Hair Barn serves men, women, and children, open Tuesday through Friday. Paula appreciates appointments, but walk-ins are welcome. The Hair Barn, 316 Grove Street in Loudon, phone 458-5949. Whether you need a new system or if your current system needs repairs, Jeff and Rick Green and the staff at Green Heat and Air in Loudon are ready to help. They've been serving Loudon and surrounding counties since 1985. Financing is available, plus all work is licensed and insured. Green Heat and Air, phone 458-6718. Join 96.1 WLNT as we bring you live coverage of select Loudon Lady Redskins softball games. Our next broadcast will be on Friday, April 9th, as the Lady Redskins host the Lenore City Panthers. Join Clayton Stamey for live coverage beginning at 5:15. First pitch is at 5:30. Follow Lady Redskins softball on 96.1 WLNT and redskinradio.com. James R. Thomason, Certified Public Accountant, is a proud supporter of Loudon High School athletics and academics. Mr. Thomason has been providing CPA services in Loudon County since 1991. James R. Thomason, Certified Public Accountant. Phone 458-6872.
Loudon City Councilman Johnny James is proud to support the Loudon Redskins in the classroom or on the football field. Go Redskins, from Loudon City Councilman Johnny James.
This portion of programming is made possible by Loudon Church of Christ. The entire congregation of Loudon Church of Christ invites you to join them for Sunday school with classes for all ages, Sunday morning at 10 a.m., Sunday morning worship at 11 a.m., Sunday evening worship at 6 p.m., and Wednesday evening Bible study with classes for all ages at 7 p.m. Loudon Church of Christ, 706 Ward Avenue in Loudon. Phone 458-5043.
Get updates on the Loudon Redskins, scores, pictures, and more. Just follow us on Twitter at Redskin Radio.
Loudon Funeral Home and Cremations is proud to be veteran and family owned and operated. Founded in 1983, they're proud to continue the commitment of being large enough to serve, yet small enough to care. Their funeral home offers 2 spacious, comfortable chapels. Their dedicated staff will be with your family from the very beginning, offering guidance and loving support during a very difficult time. Loudon Funeral Home and Cremations, 2048 Mulberry Street in Loudon. Phone 458-6441.
WLNT LP Loudon. WLNULP Lenore City.
96.1 WLNT, Loudon's hometown station.
Welcome back. Mike Thompson along with Scott Hope coming to you from Bill Thompson Field as tonight our Loudon Redskins move to 9-3 overall, 4-1 in district action, as that keeps them in pace to stay tied at least for first place, pending the outcome of McMinn Central Sweetwater that's going on down at Sweetwater this evening. And so Redskins by a score of 11-1. Dawson Walker on the mound for the Redskins limited the Chiefs to only 1 hit. Issued a few walks, but recorded at least 5 strikeouts. Report from Sweetwater as they lead McMinn Central by a score of 16-1, so that one's over as well, and so they'll keep pace with the Redskins in district play, and we'll be making the trip down there next Monday night and back here a week from tomorrow in district play. So you can join Rick McCrary tomorrow night as the Redskins will travel over to Madisonville to take on these same Chiefs. You can catch him on WGSM 104.7 and right here on WLNT 96.1 and RedskinRadio.com. And we're now joined by a couple of Redskins. We've got Don's favorite son, Scott.
Mm-hmm.
Rylan Watson along with Dawson Walker make their way up. And Rylan, another big district win over the Sequoyah Chiefs tonight.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So you keep pace with Sweetwater as they defeated McMinn Central tonight, and can't look forward to the Sweetwater next week in district plays. You've got some business to take care of this week as you travel over to Sequoyah tomorrow night. And you faced Sam Raper tonight, who has been identified as their best pitcher, and you guys handled him pretty well.
He threw strikes. He struggled there at the end because we were patient and had good at-bats, and just kept hitting the ball, putting the ball in play, and the rest took care of itself.
So from behind the plate, you've had an opportunity now to catch this guy beside you on a number of occasions. What's your thoughts on your young pitcher standing beside you?
Oh, I mean, he's very, very advanced for his age. Warms up very well. Takes forever, but, you know.
You heard what I gave him as a nickname in his first appearance.
Oatmeal.
Oatmeal.
I mean, he takes about 6, 7, 8, 9, 12 looks at first and second.
So do you keep some snacks back there to munch on between pitches?
Yeah, I keep a cup of coffee back there too.
Cup of coffee to keep you awake so you don't lose focus?
Yeah.
So what about this Redskin team?
A lot of young kids. They're stepping up. They're doing great. Just need to settle down and take care of business. I think we'll be all right.
And so tomorrow night, you're right back at it, these same Chiefs. Any idea who you'll see? Do you know who they'll throw?
No clue. I just know Sam's a pretty good pitcher. I play travel ball with him.
Okay, so you know Sam pretty well, and that was the report I got. And
maybe the DH for today, Austin Summey, maybe him.
Okay.
No clue.
An old Von Orr name, as I recall, the Summey clan. Very good. Well, I appreciate you coming by. Mama's going to fix you some supper.
Oh, you know it. I might just have to skip out and go to Carl. She might get mad at me. But
I heard them talking steaks. I don't know.
Oh, if there's steaks, and I'm going home and eating it.
And Scott,
I'm coming with you.
Scott may be lying, too. So, great job again tonight, Rylan. Let's turn it over to young Dawson Walker. And Dawson, tremendous outing on the mound. Actually one-hit these Chiefs.
Thank you.
Worked hard, and the infield single up the middle, you legged it out.
That's my first hit in a while. It felt good. It's not a great hit, but got on base. It counts as a hit in the book. So
Absolutely, and anytime you can hit it back up the middle, you got a chance, right? So how did you start off slow? First inning, had some struggles. Is that your nature?
not usually. I'm still trying to figure some stuff out. I got to eliminate those walks, but I'm getting better as the season goes.
Well, indeed, you, like I say, first inning you struggled a little bit. Settled down second, third, fourth had a little problem, but another good outing. I don't know what your pitch count wound up being.
I think it was 69.
69. Is that about where you like to be?
I would like to be a little less. Got 4 or 5 walks there, eliminate those, and I could probably go 7 innings if I eliminate those walks.
Well, you've got a lot of innings to work as we go forward in this season, and certainly a good outing on your part. And like I say, squeezing in that infield singles always helps with a good outing. What's your thoughts going over to Sequoyah tomorrow night?
We played good tonight. We got a few things to work on. Not a bad game, though, and hopefully we get to hit it like we did tomorrow, and play good defense.
Very good. That's Dawson Walker and Rylan Watson, 2 Redskins, as they'll travel to Knox Webb and McMinn County later in the week after a trip to Sequoyah tomorrow night. Thank you guys for coming by. Good luck for the rest of the week.
Oatmeal and Pop-Tart.
Oatmeal and Pop-Tart. He's had more than one Pop-Tart. Look at him. Hope Mom ain't listening to that. She may put you on a diet, big guy. We're now joined by Coach Lambert, and Coach Lambert saw their one from Sequoyah. Were able to get to him and put some runs on the board. Played some pretty solid D. Kicked it around a little bit, but certainly gives you something to work on, and get to return the favor again tomorrow night as you travel over to Madisonville.
I thought that the pitcher Raper did a good job. I mean, he's a tough pitcher. The biggest thing about him is he just had trouble locating some strikes, his fastballs early in the count, which allowed him. Well, it's required him to make sure that he had to. We were in up count situations a lot of the game. So, it allowed us to sit in there and wait on that fastball, and then. Because of that, I think our guys were able to settle in and force some good swings on the ball, and create a little bit of chatter with the bats. And I think it was a good game. All in all, we were able to score multiple runs in multiple innings, I believe it was. And Dawson threw a great game. First inning, I thought, man, here we go. We're gonna have to figure out something, but he ended up settling in just fine. And he did a great job throwing 5 complete innings. That's exactly what we need of our guys. And, if he had a little bit more competitive first inning, then I think he probably could have thrown a complete game. He had more gas in the tank. We monitor his pitch locations. When we call outside or inside or wherever we're calling, if he's missing over the plate a lot, that means that he's not got as much control over his fastball, and then he's probably going to be getting a little bit more fatigued. So. But he did a good job settling back in, and we were playing pretty good defense when we needed to, and having competitive at bats as well.
Coach, one thing that with this Redskin lineup, even when you're not necessarily hitting the ball well, if you can get some base runners on with the team speed you've got, you can make some things happen.
That's part of our game plan. I mean, we're not trying to, create any kind of secret game plan for our opponents. They probably know as soon as they play us that we're going to have guys that are going to steal a lot of bases, and we're going to maybe extend some plays by trying to get the extra base on a base hit. That's just part of what we do, and we teach that kind of mentality. And we always say that base running is an attitude. It's not just about being fast, but it's about being aggressive and having that just attitude of saying, I want a little bit more. So when we can do that, and we're working hard on the base paths, and we can make sure that we come and we're putting ourselves in situations where one hit can score 2 runs. And that's really what we need when you're facing a good team like Sequoyah. When their pitcher Raper's on the mound, they're going to be tough. And that's what I talked to our guys about. I mean, he's a little bit more control away from that being a completely different ball game, because our guys aren't able to guess fastball as much. we're going to have to, that keeps us on our toes. If he's dicing up around the strike zone, things are a lot different at that point. But all in all, I think our guys came today to try to set the tone for the week, and challenge was accepted and challenge was completed. So I think it was good.
So with Raper going tonight, any chance of letdown from your Redskins going over there tomorrow night, not knowing who they see?
I think that this was exactly what we needed to have a big week. So, I mean, if there's one thing, coaches typically try to always find something to work on, right? And there's nothing wrong with seeing a good game like we did play today and being excited and ready to play again tomorrow. So I'm not sure who they'll have on the mound for them, exactly what the game plan they're going to take, but I think our guys are hungry and they're ready to play again tomorrow and try to put up a lot of runs too.
So speaking of good games, Thursday you're going to Knox Webb, who's always competitive. Friday to McMinn County, who is competitive. Mm-hmm. Let me roll it back. This past Saturday we weren't on the air, but you had another quality baseball game with Alcoa.
Right. And in that game, we actually played pretty well against that game. In that game, and we talked about with our team and other people that asked us about the game, I said that loss was all in the details, and we had a few things that were small that changed the face of how that game turned out. One play here, one swing there, one miscommunication, or one failed execution, something like that, and it was a different ball game. We lost by 2, had a chance to win by 2. And so Alcoa's, they're coached extremely well. They play hard. They've got fantastic athletes and baseball players, and I like playing them. Man, I wish we could play them 4, 5, 6 times in the year, because I know that every time we play them, they're going to make us better. Just like Steve Dunn over there likes playing us, because we're going to make them better in the long run. But and I thought we pitched well, hit well, fielded well, but the loss was in the details. And I think that's how it's always going to be, right? Those close games, it's always going to come down to the details. And we're going to have a lot more games like that, and we've just got to make sure that we're on point at all times against those quality opponents.
And I went way out on a limb earlier today in a conversation when talking about the Alcoa matchup. I said, we beat them early in the season 6-4. They beat us 6-4. And I know, again, I'm huge expectations. Sure. I'd like to play them a third time somewhere about the semifinals of the state tournament.
That would be the only time that we would see them again.
They go north, you guys go south. And
right. So the only time we meet again would be down there in Murfreesboro. I know that they've got a strong chance of being able to make their way out of the sectional, and as long as we are pitching well, I would anticipate us to be able to challenge all our opponents throughout the playoffs. Right. So I hope we get that opportunity, man. That's the dream, right? Yes. I mean, these kids don't realize how hard it is to get there, but then when you get there, they also don't realize that you're that close, right? And you deserve, everybody there could equally have a chance of finishing their season with a win. And only one team gets to do that, right? So that would be awesome. Love to have that experience for our guys.
So the Redskins victorious over the Sequoyah Chiefs by a score of 11-1 here from Bill Thompson Field. They'll travel over to Madisonville tomorrow night. You can hear Rick McCrary on WGSM 104.7 and right here on WLNT 96.1 and RedskinRadio.com. And then after that, the Redskins will travel up to Knox Webb on Thursday, back down to Athens Friday night. 2 quality teams that improvement gets better playing the quality teams like that, Coach. And I know you're looking forward to all of those games. And then next week we'll jump right back into district play as the Sweetwater Wildcats, who defeated McMinn Central tonight to keep pace with you in first place in the district. And so I know in the back of some of these kids' minds, they're thinking about that game down the road, but a lot of baseball to play between now and then. So Coach Lambert, Scott Hope, the one and only Chip Lynn, I'm Mike Thompson. Redskins win! Redskins win! Redskins win.
You've been listening to Loudon Redskin Baseball on 96.1 WLNT.
This broadcast, copyright 2021 WLNT Sports.
Remember, there's only one place to hear the Redskins, 96.1 WLNT and RedskinRadio.com.